Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, Leading Edge Learning Deep Dive. Today, we'll be discussing options for developing your students' competencies using engaging online instructional content developed by Peregrine Global Services. My name is Laura Miller. I'm the Director of Client Engagement here at Peregrine, and I'm joined today by my colleague, Lisa Wickland.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Lisa. I'm a client engagement specialist here at Peregrine. I'm excited to be presenting here with you today with Laura. What is leading edge learning? Leading edge learning is Peregrine's answer for your need, excuse me, for your need for instructional content that fosters development of career competencies. With the impact of the pandemic over the last year and a half, we've seen demand explode for quality online educational content. Although many programs were already being delivered online, many more had to respond quickly to accommodate remote learners. They quickly learned that online lectures and reading assignments did not engage learners in a virtual setting. Peregrine took this challenge and responded with new content and resources to support online learning of key career skills. The National Association of Colleges and Employers has designated 8 career readiness competencies or areas that allow college graduates to successfully transition to the professional world. The NACE 8 includes critical thinking and problem solving, oral and written communication, teamwork and collaboration, digital technology, leadership, professionalism and work ethic, career management, and global intercultural fluency. With these 8 competencies in mind, Peregrine has created a variety of online modules to support colleges in meeting these learning goals. These categories make it simpler to match learning goals to appropriate content. I thought I would throw in a quick question right off the bat before we get into each of the competencies more deeply. Our first poll question should be launched on your screen right now. Which of the listed competencies do you think is the most neglected in students? Critical thinking or problem solving, oral written communication, professionalism, work ethic, teamwork and collaboration, or digital technology? I see 2 have answered. I'd just like to wait for a couple more. Perfect. Well, I see that all of you agree that critical thinking and problem solving is the most neglected in students. Thank you guys for participating. Critical thinking and problem-solving competency is defined as exercises sound reasoning to analyze issues, make decisions, and overcome problems. The individual is able to obtain, interpret, and use knowledge, facts, and data in this process, and many demonstrate originality and inventiveness. While these 2 competencies could be defined separately, they truly go hand in hand. Identify, analyze, explore. Exploring is looking at the problem from various angles, and then take action. These are some of the critical thinking skills that lead to a thought-out solution to problems. Employers are seeking employees who possess critical thinking and problem-solving skills because it increases the probability of a positive business outcome. How do we help you? Here are some of the solutions to this. We have 3 modules that cover the critical thinking and problem-solving competencies. 6, sorry. The modules I will be focusing on is apply business, leadership, and strategy. Apply business, leadership, and strategy has a few learning outcomes that you can expect your learners to achieve within the module. Those include, but are not limited to, apply concepts associated with business leadership, marketing, and macroeconomics, model time management within a business setting, evaluate the business environment relative to the global dimension of business, organizational behavior, and human resource management, and formulate strategic options and quantitative support for strategic options. The oral and written communication competency is defined as articulate thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively in written and oral forms to persons inside and outside of the organization. The individual has public speaking skills, is able to express ideas to others, and can write and edit memos, letters, and complex technical reports clearly and effectively. With COVID entering our world in 2020, I'm sure we can all agree that the way we communicate is even more important than ever before. I feel that in all walks of life, effective communication is a necessity. Communication is the basis of all relationships. I'd like to share one of my favorite quotes with you about communication written by Anthony Robbins. To effectively communicate, we must realize that we are all different in the way we perceive the world and use this understanding as a guide to our communication with others. Peregrine's list of modules for the oral and written communication competency are as follows: business communications, business writing fundamentals, leadership communications, Speaking Pro by Roger Love, The Perfect Voice by Roger Love, and Write and Cite Academic Writing Readiness. The ability to communicate clearly and effectively is one of the important factors of being a successful leader. The learning outcomes of leadership communications module includes describing the importance of communication for effective leadership, apply a proper communication medium for different situations, give and receive feedback in a professional setting, demonstrate techniques for communicating non-defensively, differentiate between different modes of communication, prepare and deliver effective presentations, identify the potential barriers to effective communication, and employ active listening to overcome these barriers. Without these communication abilities, workplace environments can become toxic and result in lower productivity and higher turnover, amongst many other issues. To share another quote that I really like, skill in the art of communication is crucial to a leader's success. He can accomplish nothing unless he can communicate effectively. I believe that. Teamwork and collaboration are extremely valuable skills in the workplace. The modules available for developing teamwork and collaboration skills include continuous improvement, team member, leadership and the strategic team development, leading teams, managing conflict. Even for expert communicators and leaders, conflict is inevitable. Though not all conflict is bad, many people try to avoid it. Conflict can lead us to take a different approach and see things from an alternate perspective. Conflict can lead to growth and opportunity as well. Peregrine's Managing Conflict module is an amazing tool to reach these learning outcomes. Describe what conflict is and some of the main reasons it happens. Understand the potential sources of workplace conflict. Apply guiding principles for dealing with workplace conflict. Apply the CALM model in addressing workplace conflict. CALM is clarify the issue, address the problem, listen to the other side, and manage your way to resolution. Know how to minimize the resistance to conflict resolution, identify high maintenance relationships in the workplace, and understand and apply the rules for conflict resolution. This knowledge is not only necessary for the workplace, but I truly believe it can be very useful in your personal life as well. Digital technology. Digital technology is developing the skills entails leverage existing digital technologies ethically and efficiently to solve problems, complete tasks, and accomplish goals. The individual demonstrates effective adaptivity to new and emerging technologies. Peregrine's modules include information systems management and technology in the workplace. Technology in the workplace works to develop the student's knowledge and skills related to the effective, efficient, and ethical use of technology in the workplace. Some of the possible learning outcomes consist of discuss the depth and breadth of technology in today's workplaces, apply technology in the workplace in an ethical and acceptable manner, identify appropriate uses of enterprise-wide tools, including communication, productivity, accounts payable, knowledge management, and security technologies. Compare and contrast the nature of different operating systems and their application in the workplace. Identify ways to leverage technology in the workplace and apply business automation concepts and principles in a business environment. Now we're going to take a break and give you a chance to type in any questions that you have into the chat. Once we've responded to those questions, Laura will continue with our review of the NASE competencies and Peregrine Learn modules.
Does anyone have any questions before we continue?
I don't see any on the chat. I think you're good to go.
Well, thank you, Lisa. I will go ahead and move on then if no one has any questions. Okay, so leadership. Employers look for leadership proficiency and past experience in candidates who are applying for jobs that require them to lead, motivate, and develop other people. Understanding the meaning of leadership can help an individual assess his or her current leadership skills and identify areas for improvement and development. Many of the programs we work with have a leadership course, or we work with schools that have leadership programs. As we all know, leadership is important regardless of the industry. It is also important to you as higher education professionals. Effective leadership is vital to the success of a team, department, business unit, or organization. Peregrine offers modules covering a wide range of leadership topics and specific leadership skills, including leadership foundations, leading organizations, leading change, managing conflict, and more. All modules enable both teams, individuals, and students to reach their potential as leaders. Everyone has the potential to be a great leader, but great leadership does not just happen. Great leaders intentionally create a plan, a roadmap for developing themselves as the type of leader that others want to follow. To become the kind of leader who inspires, engages, and motivates takes many different qualities. Not only do students need strong knowledge and expertise in their field, but they also need to understand what leadership is and what it means to lead by example. In the Leadership Essentials module, learners think about what they really value and how to bring more of that into their leadership. Some key learning outcomes include differentiate between leadership and management, assess what, how, and to whom you should delegate, describe what it means to be an ethical leader, apply the 8 universal laws of leadership to improve leadership effectiveness. Employers look for professionalism and work ethic in all candidates as they reflect an individual's integrity, accountability, and work habits. An individual who demonstrates professionalism and strong work ethic takes responsibility for his or her own actions, learns from their mistakes, and follows through with their commitments. Understanding the meaning of professionalism and work ethic can help an individual assess his or her current skills and identify areas for improvement and development. Peregrine has many modules listed here that address professionalism and work ethic, but I'm going to focus on the ethics component of this competency. In all realms of the business world, ethics and ethical conduct must be the foundation for employee decisions. In the business ethics module, students learn about organizational and ethical culture, ethical decision-making, ethical leadership, global perspectives, and issues of business ethics, and the development of business ethics culture. Career management. Of course, we all want students to be successful in the endeavors they choose for themselves after graduation. Once in the workplace, students need to be able to manage their careers. Employers value career management skills in all candidates, as it shows an individual's ability to control and make decisions in their professional life. An individual who possesses career management skills demonstrates control over their own professional development by identifying areas for growth and seeking opportunities inside and outside the workplace to help themselves grow in those areas. Career readiness and career management modules provide learners with the knowledge required to get the job, keep it, and progress successfully throughout the course of their career. Career management, career readiness, and personal financial readiness are all modules that can help get students off to a good start in their adult working lives and could be used in career centers or an introductory freshman course. What is career readiness? For new college graduates, career readiness is key to ensuring successful entrance into the workforce. Career readiness is the foundation upon which a successful career is launched. Career readiness is quite simply the new career currency. The purpose of the career readiness module is to develop the learner's understandings, knowledge, actions, and skills for career readiness. Throughout this module, learners can expect to meet the following learning outcomes: define career readiness, prepare for and conduct a job search, develop a personal brand, follow appropriate steps to apply for a job, prepare for and participate in a job interview, perform job shadowing as part of the self-discovery process, discover the traits and characteristics needed to start your own business. Employers look for global and intercultural fluency for jobs that require candidates to work effectively in diverse teams by respecting, valuing, and understanding individuals' differences. An individual who demonstrates global and intercultural fluency is someone who shows openness, inclusiveness, sensitivity, and the ability to interact with all people and understand cultural differences. Here's a possible learning goal on global and intercultural fluency. Students will demonstrate awareness and respect for commonalities across and differences between identities, cultures, experiences, or global origins. Clearly, this corresponds to the NACE competency of global and intercultural fluency, for which Peregrine has designed modules such as diversity and culture in the global workplace and many others that are listed here. The diversity and culture module includes the discussion of the value of diverse perspectives working together toward a common goal. This type of module provides a frame of reference to guide discussion and challenge the status quo of thinking. Here we see an example from diversity and culture where they're talking about diversity, inclusion, and psychological safety in the workplace. And it takes the student through 4 different agreements, how they're going to address. Okay. So next, we're launching another poll question here. Do you have learning outcomes or goals related to the professional development and/or soft skills of your students?
Maybe one more answer. Okay, I see yeses.
How many yeses?
3.
3. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like some of you do have goals or outcomes that are related to soft skills and the professional development of your students. Here is just a couple examples of how our Learn modules can be mapped to soft skills. So for example, stress management could be addressed with the emotional intelligence, mental toughness, and resilience module that I show here. Time management could be addressed with our preparing for the supervisory challenge module. And culture and equity can be addressed with the diversity and culture in the global workplace module that we talked about previously. These are just examples. Multiple modules can address these different soft skills. The learning outcomes of our modules can be mapped to a variety of goals and outcomes. Upon your request, we're happy to provide our assistance in mapping your goals to our Learn modules and offer suggested solutions for your needs. So what do the modules look like and how do you navigate them? Here you see an image of what the business ethics module looks like. Each Learn module includes an introduction, course navigation information. Basically, it explains how to use the module, provides the sections and topics, learning outcomes, and also a downloadable syllabus. There's usually 4 to 6 sections of content, but that depends on how long the module is. They range from 3 to 5 hours, and they can go to as many as 50 hours, depending on the module. Audio, video, photos, and interactive exercises are included in each module, which just makes it more dynamic for the students and improves their learning. There are drag and drop exercises, flip cards, a lot of different types of exercises to help them solidify that information. Some of the modules also include final quizzes. They all have short quizzes with each section review, but some of them also have a final quiz at the end. So the modules are simple and easy to integrate into your program. They're available through your bookstore, through Invoice to the School, or through individual student purchase. Or you can do a dual payment option of student purchase or bookstore so that students who need to use financial aid can use the bookstore option and students who don't can just purchase with their credit card. We also have options for how you administer the Learn modules to your students. You can integrate it with your learning management system, whether it's Canvas or Blackboard or Moodle, D2L, and that makes it really easy for the students to just click and begin their modules. The other option is to have them use a password, a registration type password, where they would use a link to go to the Learn platform, and then they would enter a password and register that way. Just a few more steps is all. Service pricing is based on the number of learner hours. So you can package together a group of modules, and depending on how many hours total, we would present you with a price for that. If you're already a Peregrine client, keep in mind that we take into consideration all services that you may be using from Peregrine when we're considering our discounting and packaging. Okay, the important thing is not to stop questioning, per Albert Einstein. So if you have any questions, Please enter them in the chat now.
Don't see any questions yet.
Okay. Okay, well, we are catalysts for change. We believe that we can contribute to improving the quality of higher education. We believe we can develop values-based leaders who make a difference in our world. We lead change by leveraging a diversity of talented people across a broad spectrum of disciplines, backgrounds, experiences, and cultures. Peregrine believes that together with our clients and partners, we can change the world. Thank you for joining us today. If you think of any questions after the fact, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Our website address and our info email is provided here. We do have a contact us button on our website. So if you go there and use that contact us button, you can reach right out to us and we'll be happy to get back to you. We'll also be following up with you via email. So if you want to schedule a meeting or get with us privately, we'd be happy to do that. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Have a great day.